Hey guys, welcome to my first episode here in ILCRants. This is Quizzy Wednesday, and I'll be talking to you every week about relationships. And now you're pausing and thinking, oh god, it's just some guy here talking about love, like he's an expert. And you know what, you're right, I'm not an expert. I am merely a guy here ranting, not talking, not researching, or whatever. I will be talking to you based on my own experiences from other people, and of course, a funny story here and there. This, or at least my show, is not going to be completely serious. I hate complete seriousness. There has to be at least some humor in everything, so you can take it lightly and still learn by accident. I will not be scripting my shows because I think scripting sucks. The whole point in ranting is you gotta think of the words. You have to spit them out at the moment in coherent sentences. Make people understand what you're trying to say and what you're thinking while trying to stay in topic. And I'm the only Hispanic guy in ILC, and I am the only guy. I'm from New Jersey, but I'm currently living in another country to study, wait for it, medicine. Yeah. And there's not much to say about myself. Like I said, my name is Quizzy Wednesday. Obviously it's not my real name. And I guess that's about it. Covering the basics of the show, I'll be covering not just love, not just problems between boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend, girlfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, and of course your third wheel kind of person, or your senator, little girl, senator, little boy, senator, hooker. Those will come at a later time, not now. I prefer to take things at a slower pace. I will not be editing my videos because that sucks. Maybe one day I will add an intro animation for this, or I'll have somebody help me, maybe Tobias Tuesday. Other than that, I guess the whole not scripting and the not editing is to start this relationship with you and me, based on honesty. I will fuck up on camera and you will see it. I will stop and say, I will roll my eyes, I will, I don't know, make this weird heavy breathing noise every time and time, because that's what I do. And I don't care enough to edit. I'm not a computer savvy person, and even if I was, I want you to know who the fuck your host is. And moving on with the show, today's topic is going to be how to establish a relationship, a basic relationship. And we're going to start with the basic rules. Outside of your family, of course, and outside of the internet. Or maybe you can apply it on the internet too, but like I said, I'm not exactly a computer savvy person. I am not really the computer dweller type, and I am definitely not the, I'm going to add this person because she's hot, or I'm going to add this person because he looks cool. No. I pretty much just use it to keep in touch with friends and to watch funny videos. Today's topic is going to be how to establish a basic relationship, and I know I've already said that, and you're gonna shut up and listen, you whore. Okay, not necessarily a whore. I love you guys. The most basic rule of all in establishing any sort of relationship is opening your fucking mouth. It's as simple as that. Open your mouth wide, motherfuckers, like you do at the dentist office, or ladies, like you do when you get on your knees and, you're with your boyfriend without his pants on. Yeah, open that wide. And if he has a small one, then open your mouth wider and pretend it's bigger. So, yes. And it's not just opening your mouth like a fish, like, no. You make words come out as you open your fucking mouth, and you try to keep it open. Not just words like potato, fish, 2 + 2, motherfucking truck. Seriously, No, you wanna say things, but coherent words, coherent sentences with correct grammar, correct spelling, correct word usage. And yes, I said spelling when you're speaking because that is my logic. Um, Other than that, yes, just talk to people. Don't be afraid. Seriously, it's like everyone has met or seen that one person, whether it's at work, whether it's at school, or even just on the streets or at the mall. There is that one girl, guy, transvestite you might want to talk to. And you don't. Why? Because you're shy or you're afraid of rejection. And for those of you in denial, take your time and watch this video again. And yes, but think about it this way. Like, even if they say no, it's not like you're going to be public enemy number one. There are chances that you're not going to see that person again forever. If that person will be your future boss, then yes, you might be screwed. But you can't be thinking of that. No, why? Because there are a lot more jobs out there. There are a lot more bosses out there. And it's not like you're going to meet your future boss at a bus station. Trust me. I guess to elaborate more on this, I'll give you guys an example. Last Thursday, at school, the culinary arts students were selling pastries. It was like a buffet, all-you-can-eat type of thing, because they buy their own ingredients at my school, and of course they sell their food to make the money they invested, and that makes a whole lot of sense. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll go buy a ticket and whatever, because I do like sweet things. Seriously, candy, ice cream, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm on board, I'll go. And two other classmates were generous enough to buy a ticket because, like, seriously, it wasn't a lot. And I wanted to go home right after class because the event wasn't going to start until an hour after class. And it's not like I'm going to wait an hour at school. No, I'm going to drive my ass back home and sleep for half an hour, then fight with my alarm clock and for 15 minutes, and then drive back to school. That was my plan. And the two classmates that bought tickets were like, oh, we're staying. Do you want to stay with us? I was like, you know what? Yeah, sure. Because they were both girls. And yeah, they were alright. And I was like, well, it beats sleeping, that's for sure. And we sat outside where the event was going to be. We were talking and whatever. And that was already established relationship, so I'm not going to get more into the conversation I had with them. And we were pretty much seeing how the students were setting up the tables, they were taking out the food, they were making everything look pretty. And of course, in every class, no matter how much you're organizing, you're always going to have that small group of people that stray from everybody else, and they're not going to do jack shit. And in that small group of people not doing jack shit, I see a girl with a Domokun hoodie. For those of you that don't know what a Domokun is this shit brown colored monster from Japan. I don't know if it's a Japanese kids show or if grown men watch it just as they watch My Little Pony. I don't know. Just ask your local weeble for more information. And yeah, the first thing I noticed was her hoodie. Isn't that sad? And the first thing I did was, you gotta talk to them. Because you're not gonna stay with the curiosity of not speaking to them. You're gonna get your ass off of that table or chair or whatever, and you're gonna talk to them. And that's what I did. And how do you talk to a stranger that you absolutely don't know? You use a relevant topic or something. It's not just like, hey, you're gonna talk to me because I said so. No. What I said to her was like, hey, that's a pretty cool hoodie. And yeah, to elaborate more on a visual image for you guys, she was pretty cute, whitish girl, long black hair, Domakun hoodie. And of course, the chef pants or whatever. Um, I didn't focus more on that, obviously. Um, because sometimes you have to, maintain an eye level, make eye contact with the other person. And that's what I was trying to do if her boobs weren't, captivating. Um, and the first thing I said was, hey, cool hoodie. And, you know, she gave me a semi weird look because it's like a stranger talking to her out of nowhere. And yes, it's gonna happen. You're gonna catch people off guard when you want to talk to them and they absolutely don't know you. Or people are gonna catch you off guard when they want to talk to you and you absolutely don't know them. But what can you do? It's not like you're gonna spray them with mace and, call your local cop unless of course they're holding a gun. And they said, hey, dude, chick, I wanna rape you. Then yes. Then that rapist deserves to be sprayed with mace and probably sulfuric acid. And we were talking for, I guess, a good 10-15 minutes before the event started. Like, hey, cool hoodie and thanks, blah, blah, blah. And just, the whole point of a conversation with a stranger is don't stop just because it's like, oh, well, cool hoodie, bye. No, you keep on asking questions. Like, how long have you been in this class? Do you like it? Overall, what kind of foods did you make? What foods did you make? I don't know, things like that. Do you like it, or are you here because your parents are forcing you to? Well, of course, you're not gonna say the parents are forcing thing. Just say, do you like it, or blah blah blah. And, like, I guess asking open-ended questions will cause a stranger to open up to you. And it will give them enough confidence to open their mouth and ask you questions so you can open up to them. And, it's like just avoid yes or no questions at all times. And if you ask a yes or no question, then you're going to ask a why or why not. Yes, it may make you feel like a test. I don't know, whatever. I suddenly am remembering the HESPA and GEPA tests, which, if you're from New Jersey, you're going to understand what the fuck I'm talking about. But everybody has taken the SATs, and for those unfortunate motherfuckers that had to write all those essays and crap on practice, you might also know what I'm talking about. Yes, everyone hates open-ended questions when they're written on paper, but when you're asking them to another person, just disguised in a conversation, and they won't know it because it's not like they'll see it as a test. But psychologically speaking, you are testing them. You are building a profile in your mind of that person based on that one first conversation. Because remember, first impressions matter a whole fucking lot. Just don't get stuck in a conversation. Like, for example, you could say, the weather is hot today, and the person gives you a fairly decent answer because they're that motherfucking nice. And they're like, you know what, yeah, it's been hot for about 2 weeks. I wish it would rain soon. It's fucking spring. And then you kind of kill the conversation with a, yeah, no, motherfucker. You elaborate more on that. No matter what, no matter how painful it may be. I don't care if you have a kidney stone that is piercing through your balls. You keep on talking. Alright? And that is today's first lesson. And remember it well. Open your fucking mouth. Brought to you by Samuel L. Jackson. and Quizzy Wednesday, of course. Wishing you a happy rest of the week, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace out. Fuck damn it.